she'll have parked it on top of the barrels on pit entry.
Here we go, guys. Let's have some fun.
That's usually my parking spot, Rachel.
Ronnie, should I black flag you for heating up your oil?
I don't know where the hell my...
Good run, Robert.
Okay.
Welcome to tonight's presentation, Front Row Esports Truck Series at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. Qualifying is completed. We are going to go racing here really soon. Let's take a look at your starting lineup. Rob Rader on the pole. Steven Isham in second. Ronnie Morrison in third. Rachel Hunt in fourth. Ron Miller in fifth. Brian Beach in sixth. Kane Lee in seventh. Blake Mosley, point leaders, in eighth. Tay McDonald in ninth. And Randy Brashears rounds out your top 10. Chris Spencer in 11th. Kevin Orlando in 12th. Charles Given in 13th, Eli Raposa in 14th, Tyler Clemens 15th, Nick All 16th, Gerald Johnson 17th, Shane Chastain in the 18th position. Moving on, Mark Miller in 19th, Adam Thompson 20th, and Josh Beaver in 21st, Derek Wynn 22nd, and then the non-points drivers for this event, Matthew Bell, Jared Schomburg, Ty Dallman, Tom Freitas, Travis Gilbert, and Michael Wood. Rounding out your qualifying order, F. And one more, Fabrizio Lamont also in there. So, all right. How many laps are we expecting tonight, Kel?
We got 90 laps.
90 laps. Do you know how long we can go on a fuel tank?
I did not check, but I believe a fuel run is somewhere between 43 and 47 laps.
Okay, so they're...
If they really stretch it, this could be a one-stop race if it goes green.
That would be a very big stretch if they do that. But stranger things have happened. So we'll see what happens. Rob Rader, your pole sitter, he's got a win this season. Rachel Hunt in fourth, she's got a few wins. Blake Mosley has a few wins in the top 10. So, you think we're going to see a new winner tonight, or maybe one of our returning race winners?
I'm thinking we're going to see a repeat here tonight.
Yeah, this is going to be a bottom feeding track. It's definitely, who is the... actually interesting hearing Steven Eastrom is actually saving fuel right now on his truck as the looks like the lights are still on the pace car, so we're going to take one more lap around the track. Probably just give everybody an extra lap to get themselves up to speed.
Just to make sure they can't stretch their fuel too far.
Well, it's interesting on board with Isham, you can hear him, he's already saving gas right now under the pace lap before the race has even started, but that's good fuel strategy, because you could see that be something going down the road. So that tenth of a gallon, 2/10 of a gallon he's going to save under caution, that could be important later tonight. The calm before the storm.
Looks like it could be a good race tonight. We got a track temp of 83 degrees, so it's a rather warm night.
A little on the warmer side, but nothing they're not going to be able to handle. Track temperature should go ahead and cool down just a little bit as the pace car makes its way through turn 4. We'll be making the left turn onto pit road. Lights are still out. Hopefully we will go green this time by. It looks like we're going to do so. So let's go ahead and get ourselves ready for 90 laps at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. Field is in the hands of Rob Rader and Barney, your flagman, and here we go. Green flag is out. We are underway. Rader with the early advantage takes the preferred line down into turn 1. Salisha and Ronnie Morrison are going side by side into the battle for second place. Looks like good 2x2 battles all the way through the field right now as they go ahead trying to get themselves established, trying to survive the first lap, keep the car out of the fence. A couple cars wiggling back there, no big deal, keep it under control. Looks like a really nice start as the drivers are battling too wide, a little tight on the backside of the field, but nothing that they can't handle as long as they keep it under control. And just kind of give each other a little bit of room. It's a long race, and You want to be able to get to the end of it, and right now it looks
Yeah,
like...
I think that was a real good patient lap.
Yeah, I'd agree with that as well. They definitely did a good job of, being very patient. They, still want to make up spots. Kevin Orlando's already up 3 spots. Randy Brashear's already up 3 spots. Matthew Bell, back in the 19th position, he's already up 4 spots. But you want to make spots, but you don't want to crash your truck in the process. Because if you crash it, there's no point making up those spots. As 62 looks to the inside of 77 right there. That's a battle for the number 11th position. But right now it looks like, check over the front, battle for second place. Ronnie Morrison off camera makes the pass around the outside of Steven Isham for the second position. Now going to set his sights on Rob Rader. He's going to go ahead and dive to the inside. He's going to make his move for the lead. Ronnie Morrison makes the hard left turn into turn 3. It looks like he's going to clear. Maybe he's going to slide up. Yes, he will. Almost. No, he doesn't. I thought he was clear. Maybe he wants to give a little more room, but number 69, Ronnie Morrison Machine, he's going to lead that lap. Keep the cameras right here. Good battle for the lead right now. Morrison takes the inside lane. Raiders running like the middle upper groove. Morrison just can't quite get him cleared all the way yet. He could probably force it up there, but again, it's lap 2, lap 3. Are you sure you want to do that too early? So. Well, they're not.
Real high line before he was almost at the wall.
Yeah, he went up there pretty high trying to make that happen. Rob Rader all the way to the fence.
Trying to get that momentum way up there on the high line.
Yeah, but will that work as he's going to take that advantage on the outside line? It doesn't work going through the corner, but if you get a good launch on the straightaway, it is absolutely a rocket ship as they go battle 2 by 2 side by side through the corner. You got to make sure he gets right up against that wall. Keeps that under control. Right now everything looks pretty good though. Raiders going to go ahead and hold off the charge from Ronnie Morrison and take the lead. Steven Isham briefly taking a look at the number 2 position, backs out of it, not ready for that yet. But trucks get a little bit single file. I mean, it's not single file for long. There'll be, one truck gets a little bit out of shape. There'll be 2, maybe 3 wide here before you know it. So, that's been a good sign of the truck series as the 5 and 69 almost make contact right there. It's like the truck series is like flip a coin. Either you're going to get a crash on the first lap in the first corner, or you're going to get a really nice 35 lap run to start the race.
Yeah.
And hopefully we're getting that good start to the race as the battle for the number 8 position. Randy Brashear's Kevin Orlando battling for the 7th position right now. Camera's going to fall off his post at the end of this race. Good battle between these 2 drivers. Keep the camera right here. Battle for 7th position right now on the track. Looks like a little bit more single file around the rest of the group for now, but they tuck in.
Randy slides right up in front of him. 72 is going to take a look back.
Whoa!
Contact in.
Randy Brashears gets turned around, and he's going to come up onto the track, and there's going to be contact and more contact. 61 machine involved in that. A couple other drivers got contact. Looks like Ty Dalman was involved in that. Matthew Bell went off the track. 61 you saw on camera do that. Unfortunately, I think that was probably an announcer jinx because I was like, yeah, we're going to get a nice 30 lap green flag run in, and then, what happens right after that. So, whoops. So let's go ahead and take a replay, and we're going to look at the 43 machine and just kind of get a good idea what happens. 43 battling with the 72. Maybe 72 sticks out of line and just hooks him. Probably not intentional, but... And a couple machines coming there. I mean, these guys came in with a full head of steam. I don't know if they didn't know the caution was out, or maybe because he was down on the lower end of the track, maybe they didn't realize that he was down there. Trying to find a camera angle that works here. Going into turn... Kind of already have a view there. So here's a good view. So 43 pretty much out of control right now, sliding up on the track. He's got his brakes locked. 06 Mark Miller barely makes it by number 8, 95 Gerald Johnson. Matthew Bell involved in that accident as they try to avoid T-boning him on the sideways. Here comes the 61 into the picture. Right rear hooks it hard into that picture, and then he gets hooked and sent around for a few 360s, and it's just like that. So actually, I want to look at the onboard of the 72. I don't think it was intentional. It's too early in the race to be doing things like that, but
Yeah, it was just 2 trucks trying to pick up some space.
we're not on the right camera. There we go. Okay. So coming out of 2 gets a little bit of an advantage, takes a little peek to the inside, and I don't know. Could have been a little bit of net code, could have a little bit of I don't know. But a couple drivers on getting some service done. 95 machine, he had some damage in there. Looks like he probably took his one backup car. Looks like he did. He's got a clean car. Ty Dalman's making the exit off of pit road right now. Daryl Johnson's leaving pit road right now. Randy Brashears is in the pit box right now. So if you're Randy Brashears, I can't imagine he's going to be too happy right now. It definitely looked like an accident, but I think if you ask him that right now, he might have a different opinion of that. So
Yeah.
but lights are out on the pace car, and we're going to go ahead and go green this time by. Robert Rader is your leader. Ronnie Morrison with that good charge on the outside line for second. Nothing really to report on pit stops right there. Right now we're on lap 11. The vast majority of the field stayed out. Only from 23rd on back made service. Of those 23rd drivers on back, about half of them were involved in that accident. So actually kind of surprised I didn't see, anywhere from like 15th on back, come in and top off for fuel.
Yeah.
Do you know how many sets of tires we have tonight?
We have 5 sets of tires.
Wow.
Well,
Nice.
5 total. There's 4 in the pits.
Ah.
And there's Mr. Tom.
Hi, guys.
How you doing?
It looks like Randy might be pulling a strategy of saving his quick repairs. Just getting the repairs done on pit road.
Yeah, but
He
we're
doesn't have a whole lot of damage, but
we're going green and he's still parked on pit road. I think he might have bigger issues.
You might have forgot to turn it on if you turned it off.
Well, here we go. Pace car makes a left turn onto pit road. Robert Rader is going to have the field into the restart zone with collaboration with Barney. We're going to go ahead and wave that green flag. We're going to get ourselves racing. Here we go. Good jump by the 469. Number 5 is going to go ahead and battle side by side in turn 1 on this initial start. The inside line will have the slight advantage, but we'll see how Ryan's going to do as he gets a little bit of a rocket ship off of the corner. Looks like a good one single file, 2 wide action as they go through the corner. Working a few different lines. Rachel Hunt kind of working a little bit of a higher line than more. Rachel Hunt actually gets into the wall. Excuse me. I think the announcer jinx is in full swing tonight, apparently, because we're like, oh yeah, this is going to be a nice, good, clean flag run, and a few laps later, here comes a caution. Oh, there's Rachel running the high line, and bam, she hits the fence, so.
And I will say, the high line is right now the preferred way around this racetrack.
Wow. That is
the bottom line just doesn't have the rubber down yet to run it. Run the bottom right now, you just burn the right front off about 5
Somebody
laps.
just got up into the fence. Looks like the number 49, Eli Raposa, just made significant contact with the outside wall. He's going to drop a few spots right here on this lap, giving up the 96 to Schomburg, 06 to Mark Miller, 18 to Josh Beaver. As Josh Beaver really close in the back bumper of Mark Miller here. Good battle in the mid-pack right now. Kind of single file in the front, so we'll keep the camera on this mess of a race right here. Hit that fence, but he's going to go right back up there and get that advantage. There's a lot of speed right up on that fence if you can run it well. That 06 really has a lot of right side damage. Looks like he took a shot. 95 starting to work his way back up through the picture. He's got a few spots to make up involved in that early accident. Fabricio's up actually 9 spots. Kind of working his way through this mess. This is a
fun mess.
He did make it back out of the track 2 laps down, and he's probably about 3/4 of the straightaway ahead of him.
Derek went a little bit off the pace right there. He's going to drop a few spots. Looks like probably just pushed a little bit too hard into the corner. And he's going to lose 1, 2, 3 spots right now, battling with the 72 Orlando. But you're not really missing much up in the front right now. It's Rob Rader leading the way, Ronnie Morrison in second place, Stephen Isham in third, Brian Beach very quietly working his way up to fourth. Rachel Hunt down a spot from the beginning to fifth. Adam Thompson in the 9th position is actually up 11 positions already. Jared Schomburg in the 13th spot, he's up 11 positions as well. Michael Wood in the 15th position, that Gravedigger Pacey, that looks awesome. He's up 13 positions as we got drivers looking maybe trying to think about 2-3 wide going in here.
About 3 wide.
Where are we 3 wide?
I mean, I've been thinking about it. Okay?
Wait, are you running tonight?
I am. I got the Ghostbusters scheme on the truck tonight.
Oh, I
Look at
see.
the gaggle.
You're in 22nd place, that's why we missed you. We're used to seeing you up in the front, so.
Yes, well, we'll get there.
Oh, Reese's Pieces car doing a little slidey goosey right there down the back straightaway. Yeah, this, I mean, people want to be in the front, they want to be leading, but this battle right here in the mid-pack is worth the price of admission alone.
Brashear's making comments. He's waiting for him to cautious to come out so he can get one of his laps back.
We got a battle for the lead. Stephen Isham looking to the inside of Robert Rader. They're gonna go side by side out of turn 4 for this lap right here. Looks like the advantage is gonna go to Rader, but Isham is right there, you know, in the picture. Taking a little peek to the inside, that didn't work. Blake Mosley is looking on the outside of Brian Beach. He's to work his way up into the top 5. Again, Tom, you said the top lane's the preferred line. Well, that's where your point leader's currently running, so maybe that's also where Rachel Hunt's running. That's, you know, she's been winning a bunch of races lately, so.
The bottom line of 1 and 2 is starting to come in a little bit. It's not quite there 3 and 4 yet, but it's getting there.
Okay. Yeah, you can see Robert Rader working the outside lane right now. A lot of drivers starting to move up to the top. Whoa! Somebody hit the fence. That Square D machine hit the fence right there. Rader and Isham are not done yet. That's Isham's going to look to the inside again. It looks like Tom, you're right. The outside line's going to prevail for now, but for how much longer is that going to happen, or is Isham going to have to start looking to the outside? Because now he looks to the outside lane. But Blake Mosley is running the Kyle Larson line. He used to call it the Richard Petty line back in the days, and that's kind of Larson's really kind of taking the reins on that.
Yeah, I think if you got the confidence in the truck to run right up against the wall, that's going to be the ultimate spot to run for speed and conserving that right front. These trucks are a little on the tight side, so running right down to the bottom, it might feel good, but you're going to burn up the line.
Got a car on the wall.
The line that Blake Mosley's running. He's now battling for 3rd spot.
Looks like Tay McDonald made contact with the outside fence, spent about half the back straightaway in contact with the fence, but gets himself pointing the right direction. They're going to battle actually 2-3 wide on the front straightaway, but looks like they'll continue on. Meanwhile, Matthew Bell, who has won, I think, 7 of the 12 Marriott Hotel Series races this year, he's up in 3rd already. Actually, he's up to 2nd.
He is.
And he's looking for the lead. So remember when I was talking about, actually Robert Rader gets into the fence.
Rob Rader.
And that's going to cost him the lead and a few more spots behind that. He drops all the way back to 4th just in that one corner. So remember on that caution, I was like, hey, shouldn't we see more drivers hitting pit road right here, especially with 5 sets of tires?
Yes.
Matthew Bell pitted on lap 9. He drove all the way up from 23rd to the lead in about 15 laps.
Yeah, sounds about right. I mean, tire wear is a thing. I think a lot of drivers were hoping maybe some more cautions to hope, you know, that extra set might come in handy. That was my strategy, at least for, you know, the guys that I'm working with tonight as far as teammates. Was kind of our strategy.
Well, I know that's what Randy Bashir was hoping. Take that long repair in the pit road. Now he just went a third lap down.
Yeah.
Yeah, right now Randy Brashears is the only machine a lap down. Actually, he's down about 2 or 3 laps right now. So, you know, a couple really well-timed cautions couldn't get himself back onto the lead lap, but he's gonna have a pretty uphill battle after having a pretty frustrating start to the race. You know, getting turned on the back straightaway, contact with Kevin Orlando. But I mean, it's racing.
Yep. Alright, I will be back in a few minutes. I'm going to go talk strategy with some folks.
Oh, well, come on, stay here. Let us know what's going on.
I will be back and I will let you know what's going on.
Aww.
I told the driver that I would help him with strategy tonight. I'm supposed to be his crew chief, but I'm actually racing and crew chief as well. So.
Okay, well, time for it. Where are you on the scoreboard? I can't find you.
I am 18th. I'm just kind of riding right now.
Yeah.
I scraped the wall a little bit early in the race, so
It just matches the paint scheme, so.
yeah,
Meanwhile, we
still
got
look at it.
alright, well, Tom goes ahead and talks strategic. We got a battle for second place. Steven Isham, yeah, looking on the inside of the 58 Blake Mosley, but again, that outside line is going to prevail. Isham's been really trying to work that inside line pretty hard, but unfortunately, it's not working the way he wants it to. Like, you know, it's almost like a Daytona Talladega where you see the lane open up, you have the momentum, you feel like a rocket ship, and then you dive in and make that move, and it just doesn't stick, or you pretty much lose your momentum and drop 2, 3, 4 spots. So
Yeah, you just don't keep the momentum going. That top line has really got the power coming off the corner.
but up in the front, you know, Matthew Bell's kind of checked out, kind of run his own little thing. And he's your Sunday Series points leader. Blake Mosley, your Truck Series point leader, right now under battle from Rob Rader for the second position. So you have, you know, in the front row esports season, you have 2 of your 3 point leaders are currently running first and second. Sometimes it's nice to just let the racing speak for itself as Rob Rader, Blake Mosley dabbing really hard in turn 1. Isham again looking on that inside. Mosley's going to work the outside line. Oh, car in the wall. Blake Mosley makes a little bit of contact with the wall. You know, probably didn't look like it hurt it too much, but he's going to drop 2 spots off of that.
No, well, you look at the second place car of Rob Rader. He tapped the wall earlier, and he's working his way back up. So.
Yeah, he's
looking at the side of his truck. He doesn't look like he has any damage. All the paint's still there, so it's just a light tap.
yeah, looks pretty good. So looking at lap times right now on the track, nothing. Actually, good battle for 10th place right here. Nick Gauls, Adam Thompson. I just again keep the cameras here because this is, you know, some more fantastic racing going on. On board with the number 26 Nick Gauls machines. Now we go ahead and take an exterior look, but. Sean will almost maybe thinking about trying to go 3 wide as the 69 Ronnie Morrison is going to make his pit stop, and Brian Beach is also going to make their stop in right now.
Yeah,
So
a few cars coming in.
Tyler Clemis also making a pit stop. So interesting. I don't know if they can make it to the end from here. Are they at? Well, if they can only run 35-40 laps, yeah, this is about the time that we're going to start to see scheduled pit stops. So. We'll see how this works, because right now, you know, Bell, your leader, he's at a point he doesn't have to worry about pitting because he can just cover any pit stop that happens around him. If Rader pits, you know, he can pit a lap later and still hold the position. So that's the benefit of building a 2.5 second lead already, 34 laps into this 90 lap main event. Chris Spencer, Shane Chastain also making their left turns into pit road for their service right now. As we have a crash on the back straightaway, Adam Thompson, 26, a couple other drivers are involved in that. 002, Charles Giffen, Travis Gilbert involved in that. That's going to be really bad for any driver who just pit on pit road. Chris Spencer, Shane Chastain, looks like they're going to go a lap down because of that. But that is going to bring out the second caution of the evening right as green flag pit stops were beginning. So the good thing is that at least with the caution happening right away, right after they pit, they could take the waiver and get back on the lead lap, but they're going to lose any opportunity to make up positions and pretty much give up whatever track position they had on the track. As we're going to go ahead and take a look at what happened. There was a good battle on the back straightaway, and that led to contact, which led to the accident. It looks like 341 made contact with the 26, 85 makes hard contact. Let's go ahead and take another look. I don't really have a good back straightaway cam for some reason, so let's try to pick a better camera. Let's see if we can get one.
Well, it looks like kind of a chain reaction. Looks like the 85 tapped the 341, which pushed him into the 26, and
yeah,
just caused them all to spin out.
Yeah, we got the camera on that exactly as you're saying that. It's almost like you're watching what we're doing. But yeah, maybe let's take a look at the 85 machine and just kind of see, because he definitely got a good view of it. So let's find him on the board. There he is. Let's see exactly what he saw. So we'll do this in real time. Oh, I see.
Looks like the 341 tried to slide up in front of him, and
yeah, I think the
they
341...
were close. A little bit of contact, and then pushed the 341 into the 26.
341 was, yeah, behind the 26 machine, and looks like he came off the corner running that second line, decided to move up to the outside line. Adam Thompson was already there, and that made a slight bit of contact, which pushed the 341 into the 26, and that hooked them both. And after that, it was on from there. So, no news to report as far as pit road service, which happened off camera. Rob Rader took the lead from Matthew Bell. So just kidding, there actually was action off camera. So Rob Rader's going to go ahead and take the lead back, probably just a good benefit of that number one pit stall. Why does it say Chris Spencer just crashed? Oh, he's just moving to the tail end. He probably has an EOL or something, so. But Rob Rader's going to be your leader here. And Matthew Bell in second place, Blake Mosley third, Stephen Easton fourth, Kane Lee fifth, Rachel Hunt in sixth. Mike Wood moving up 21 spots right now into 7th position. J.R. Schomburg up 16 spots into 8th. Ron Miller 9th. Travis Gilbert involved in that accident is a 10th. Looks like his truck is in pretty good shape considering that ride that they all went on. Charles Giffen 11th. Kevin Orlando 12th. Keith Raposa 13th. Adam Thompson 14th with that, also involved in that accident. Josh Beavers 15th. Derek Wynn having a nice night in 16th place. Mark Miller 17th, or maybe I think Derek's saving fuel or something, but he's backing off. Nick Giles, Fabricio Lamana, Tay McDonald, Brian Beach, Ty Dallman, Daryl Johnson's making his pit service. Looks like he's not taking his quick repair, or he already... Was he involved in that first crash? I don't think so.
I don't think so.
So he's opting not to take the quick repair right now. He's probably just trying to see if he can get as much damage fixed as possible. As the lights are out on the pace car, we're going to have a few drivers taking wave rounds here, as they're going to go ahead and get themselves back onto the lap. Ronnie Morrison, you saw he pit on lap 32. The caution came out 2 laps later, so that trapped him a lap down, but he's going to go ahead and get back on the lead lap. We'll see what happens. So Rob Rader has the lead now And he's going to have a good battle with Matthew Bell on the outside lane. Blake Mosley in third place. So you've got second and third positions right now, your point leaders in 2 of the 3 series. So I'd expect to see those two battling pretty hard. You know, Matthew Bell's only racing for pride and for fun, but Blake Mosley, he's got points on the line. He's got a solid lead, but you don't ever want to lift up too much because that could change our momentum here. As we're going to go ahead and get the pace car on out of here so we can go ahead and go back racing. Lap 38 being completed out of 90 laps tonight on the schedule. Looks like we've had 1 pit stop for the vast majority of the field, 2 pit stops for a few others. So let's see how this goes. And the green flag will be out here in just a moment. And here we go.
Trapped down on the bottom right now.
Josh Beaver almost lost it off at turn 2. He's going to hold on to it and save it though, but went all the way down to the apron. Rob Raider, Matthew Bell are going to make a show of it. Watch these two going into turn 1. Matthew Bell with the outside line. Rob Raider going to hold the inside. Looks like the inside line was the advantage for the first lap or a couple laps, and then the outside line.
Tires that make them stick really good down there, but once they start to wear out.
Yeah. So, you know, the question for Raider is when do you move up? Because at this point, you know, I don't remember how it is in the trucks here, but I know in the Cup Series, if you change your line and just kind of run the line of the car behind you, you can pretty much just take away their air, and then they get frustrated because then they can't find clean air because you keep taking it away from them. So, but Matthew Bell's going to go ahead and make Raider work for it. But if I'm Bell, you know, I'm going to try to get the lead. I'm going to try to get that clean air as quickly as possible because if not, you know, Blake Mosley sitting right there in third position. He's going to capitalize on that if he can. Stephen Eacham in fourth. You know, he's made a couple swings at the lead. You know, Rachel Hunt in fifth position. She's been a multiple-time race winner this season. So we'll see how this goes. Let's check on the mid-pack real quick while we got a second. So it looks like a little quieter than what we saw before, you know, as the trucks go 180 miles an hour down the back straightaway, but car's just kind of getting in, settled a little bit. And as we say that, Matthew Bell peeks to the middle line. He's going to go ahead and start searching for different lines, trying to find a different line to work with, to try to get a little bit of advantage. He's going to go ahead and maybe take a peek to the outside. He is. He's going to go ahead and go to the middle line. We'll see if Raider can close the door on him. He's going to need to close the door. If he doesn't, he's going to lose the position. But there you go. Raider goes ahead and moves up to the outside line, all the way up to the outside line. Bell's going to go ahead and say, okay, fine, you want the outside, I'll take the middle. But for right now, Raider's going to go ahead and hold on to it. But, you know, stiff competition from the number 95 machine, and you know, Bell now looks at the middle. Raider goes to the inside. Let's see, can Raider close the door in time? But if he closes the door in time, will there be a crossover? As Bell almost gets into the fence. Maybe just the slightest bit of contact. Couldn't really tell on my screen, but kind of looked like Jimmy Johnson's qualifying attempt at the Indy 500 a couple of days ago. He missed. I watched the replay probably 10-15 times. I still can't tell if he hit the wall or not. It looked like he left a little bit of a mark, but I can't. I mean, it's just like.
Yeah. But I did notice that he had average. He had the fastest average lap. 5 lap practice.
Yeah, Jimmy Johnson's been that car's been really faster in the testing session, so we'll see how that goes as a NASCAR driver moving over, trying to see how he's going to do in there. So, what was the last?
Starting to get the handle on that car.
What was the last Cup Series driver to make a start in the Indy 500? I think it was Kurt Busch.
Kurt Busch. I think there was another driver that did it a couple of years ago.
I know, like, Kyle Larson's name has been mentioned about it. I know Kyle Busch, his name has been mentioned. I feel like Kurt is the most recent one to have done it. As Rachel looks to the outside of Kane Lee, is battling for that 5th position right now. Mosley and Isham. Isham's gonna be Isham's in bottom feeding tonight. He's been trying to make that inside line work, and it's just, I'm afraid if he keeps doing it, he's gonna burn up his right front tire doing so. Which is a shame because it's putting on quite a good show for us. So I mean, it's our entertainment at the expense of his right front tire. Mosley working the really high side. Isham on the inside line. Matthew Bell's kind of caught up to Raider again. Just kind of taking a peek, and Bell's just kind of running whatever line that Isham, or that Raider's running. He's going to kind of run a different line, except for right when I say that, then they run the same line together. As Isham pulls a slide job on Mosley, makes that pass happen. That was close. Mosley's going to go ahead and do a crossover here and try to take the position back. Watch for a slider coming from the 58 machine. He's going to go ahead and throw a slider, and he's going to make that stick. Let's see, maybe we're going to get another one from Isham. Yeah, he's going to look to the inside. We're just going to do slide job city right here. So,
I mean, we all know slide jobs are fun, so why not, right?
yeah, as long as you don't crash. But Isham's going to go ahead and he's going to complete this pass. So let's see Mosley go ahead and make his run down the back straightaway. Is he going to dive down the inside? I think he's kind of lost some momentum at this point, so he's going to go ahead and wisely just kind of back off. And these two need to cool off the right front tires, because if they don't cool off their tires, they're going to lose. They're going to lose contact with the leaders right there, because they're not far away from the top two, but they need to take care of their equipment if they want to make it to the end. Is 99.72.
Kane Lee, who's silently moving back in there in the 5th spot.
Yeah, as the 5 and the 58, good observation, Kel. As the 5 and the 58 are battling right here, here comes the 77, Kane Lee. Still a newcomer to the series, but he's been running consistently well the last couple of weeks, so been a joy to kind of get to know him a little bit as we see him look to the far inside right now as the 58 and the 5 are kind of making, trying to get their tires cooled off with the 95, the 04 right now. And 95 is faster, but I mean, is it the draft or is it just pure speed? But here they come using different lines right now. At this point, if I'm Rob Raider, I'm probably going to protect the outside line more than the inside line, because it seems like the outside line is where the passing is happening. As the 58 is making a pass on the 58-77 are going to go ahead and battle here for the number 4th position. Actually give that position to Kane Lee, as we're saying good things about him. He goes ahead and makes a pass, so hopefully he's immune to the announcer jinx, because every time we talk nice about somebody, they end up in an accident. So speaking of, Tom, how's your race doing?
I am up in the booth right now. I'm in the tower.
Aww.
I parked it. I was reviewing some incidents. We did have a driver that jumped the restart there, so I was.
Who jumped the restart?
Ronnie Morrison.
Ronnie Morrison.
Restart. Yeah, he did. So.
Was that a little jump? Or was that a big jump?
He gained like 4 spots.
I want to see.
So,
this is coming to the
line and
coming to the restart here.
He didn't hold his line on the restart. So.
I mean, if the green flag was in the air.
I know, but no changing lanes before the start-finish line.
Yeah, true. Meanwhile, it looks like Adam Thompson's off the pace. Looks like he might have made contact with the wall. He makes more contact with the wall.
Yeah.
So he might have a issue with the right side of his truck as he goes ahead and hits the wall a few times, but looks like they're going to kind of get that settled. Go ahead, Tom.
Random fun fact, that first run was 30... How many laps did we do before that first caution?
About 30... Well, the first caution was around lap 8. And the second caution was around lap 32, 33.
Okay, so in about 27 laps, that's what I turned on those tires. My right front was at 78%.
So you were abusing the right front tire.
Yes, so drivers definitely got to keep that in mind. These trucks always abuse the right front here, especially. So the drivers that are running the high line are definitely going to be faster later in the run. We know, again, we know Rachel is really good at saving tires. So if this keeps green, I look for her to start maybe marching her way up there shortly. And we got a caution.
Looks like Mark Miller went around, Travis Gilbert involved in this accident. I don't know why we defaulted to the rear bumper cam, but let's go ahead and take a quick look at a replay and see what happened. Oh.
Looks like a 3 wide battle there.
That's exactly what I'm looking at. 341, 43, 60, 3 wide coming off of turn 4. Something tells me that's not going to work. These camera angles suck. There's a good one right here. And let's see, did the car on the fence come out down? Nope. Well,
That was rough.
yep. In middle car, looks like 43 made contact with the 341. 60.06, just wrong place, wrong time for those two, as they got caught up involved in that. Not sure I could put blame on the 43 or the 341. They kind of both were going for the same spot, but let you, the audience at home, be the deciders right here as to whose fault that is. But 341 was facing towards the outside of the fence. That was going to be hard.
Looks like everybody's going to dive on pit road. So with 34 laps to go, I think this throws the fuel mileage out of
The only thing you're gonna have to worry about now is just tires.
Saving your tires, don't burn them up in the first 10 laps.
Exactly.
Uh-oh, I lost my pit road camera. Let's fix it real quick. I have a drone camera that I keep forgetting to use. Ray's going to run the race off the pit road. Matthew Bell in second place. Let's see who else. Steven Easton comes off third. Rachel Hunt in fourth. Blake Mosley in fifth. Actually, a cool shot. We should use this more often.
The 77, Kane Lee, he came out of his pit, spun a little bit out into the grass, barely got back in inside the bump.
You know, we really should use this drone camera more often.
Agreed.
Yeah.
It is a really good camera.
Let's go fly it over to the back straightaway. Let's see how they're doing. Look at all the people on the inside right here. You know, one of these days, iRacing needs to take this camera right here, this little gigantic screen on the back straightaway, and they need to make it like an actual replay camera.
Oh, that would be awesome.
So if I'm actually
100%.
racing on the track, I want to be able to actually see the racing on the track. In F1 2020, you can actually do that. You can actually see your own in-car as you're doing that. So let's turn the drone on super speedway mode and go really fast, and boom. You can check out Barney here holding the flag and chilling. We can see all of our fans in the audience really getting their enjoying their show. And yeah, it's also really cool. A fun part about this kind of cameras, you can actually just get a great view. Just kind of sit here in the audience and see what you can see from an actual seat in the house, and decide, hey, do I want to go sit over here? Do I want to go sit somewhere else? Or do I want to sit somewhere that's not realistic? Because that would be...
It is very true.
Yeah, let's go up here and find the spotter stand. I mean, we're under caution, right? Let's go have some fun, right?
You know, the cool thing to talk about that drone cam, I actually used that at Indy to get an idea of where the seats were for the Indy 500.
I did the exact same thing for when I went to the Daytona 500. I'm like, why not? So, hey, there's the blimp up there. You want to go say hi to the blimp? Let's go say hi to the blimp. We're under caution, right? We always see a blimp view, but we never actually get to see the blimp, so...
There it is.
Now we're just messing around, right? So... But, there you go. There's the official iRacing blimp high atop the Charlotte Motor Speedway here, so... He's just chilling. Going for a little drive. There is actually... you can find on almost every track on iRacing, you can find Dale Earnhardt Jr. somewhere in the track on pretty much every track. They have him like hidden as like a little Easter egg.
It's like I find, where's Waldo?
Exactly. So, yeah, take a look at Victory Lane right here, and we can't drive into there because iRacing doesn't let us do it yet. But eventually, I want to be able to drive all the way from here. Make the left turn right here. The race winner is going to go ahead and make a left turn, and boom, there's Victory Lane, and they move the fence out of the way, so we'll just drive through right here real quick, and then boom, you're in victory lane. So, but meanwhile, more important things happening going on over here. So, checking out the
Lights are out on the pace cars.
Yep.
We're coming down the backstretch.
Yeah, we
still
are.
have half a dozen cars sitting on pit road getting repairs.
Uh-oh. Looks like Travis Gilbert, Mark Miller, Randy Bashirs, Josh Beaver, and then the 32 truck just got abandoned by Tom Freitas. He left it on the middle of pit road, letting everybody else figure out what to do with it. So,
We are having a great discussion right now about crayons and rulebook.
something
Okay.
tells me there's a little bit of sarcasm there.
Just a little bit. And my truck just blew up. That's nice. I left it running apparently.
You left it running.
Nice.
It just went boom.
Well, let's take a view of the restart from an angle that they probably would not allow us to fly a drone in real life.
But we're gonna do it in iRacing.
We're going to do it in iRacing because why not? Matthew Bell not going to waste any time right here. He's going to go to the outside line. He does not want to wait because he had to ride behind Robert Rader for that last lap. He's going to... Whoa. Matthew Bell is going to go ahead and go to the outside line. Robert Rader tried to throw the block on the inside. Matthew Bell said, that's fine, I'll take the outside line. But the inside line right now is the advantage. But Matthew Bell can make that outside line work. He's going to battle really hard. Really close side-by-side action there for the lead.
I think he scraped the wall there a little bit.
Yeah, it's no big deal. He's a good battle team. There we go. I chose the wrong camera package after that restart. Oh!
The wall
got
is a little
loose.
bit loose. And Stephen
Oh,
Isham
no,
has banged the inside wall.
Yeah, J.R. Schomburg hit the fence, but oh, actually, yeah, we have carnage on the back straightaway. Stephen Isham, Dale Johnson involved in that. I had the camera up on the front because Robert Rader actually got extremely
He got
loose.
extremely loose coming out of that corner.
Wait, are we
And
still
caution
green?
has come out.
And caution's back out.
Caution is just waiting.
That was
The
really
8 car was sideways trying to get turned back around.
okay. Was that a? Okay. Yeah, we have a lot to unpack there because out of turn 2, we had the 04 Robert Rader battling for the lead, and he got extremely loose and lost a few spots on the straightaway. At the same time that was happening, I think Kel, you saw, or Tom, one of you saw the 96 of J.R. Schomburg make hard contact with the outside fence and get a lot of
looked like
damage.
JR got a little loose. I seen him wiggle, and then the truck just went
He
into
tapped
the
the
wall.
wall and shot down and
Then you had the
made
5.
contact with a 38, but no damage there. But then he went sideways and took
Yeah.
out.
We're going to try to catch a few camera angles here. So right now we're looking at the 04 Robert Rader. Looks like he probably maybe just clipped the apron just a little bit and came up in front of, oh my god, that Rachel Hunt also went all the way down to the inside wall there. Let's just stay, let's see, will let us stay with that camera? Yeah.
And then number 5 car, Steven Esham, spun out too, got loose and spun out into the inside wall.
Yeah,
Is that what happened, Steven? He got loose
Yeah.
and spun. Okay.
Yeah, it was kind of like you seen the 96 go to the outside wall, but you
Yeah.
had the 04, the 5, and then the 16 of Rachel Hunt all get loose coming out of 2 there, or out of 4 there. I'm sorry.
reminded me of the All-Star race back at Charlotte. Was like 99, something like that, or around that time. And they had rain on the track, and they wrecked like 15 cars into the corner because there's rain on it. Well, the drivers are not going to be able to use rain as the excuse tonight. They just, a lot of them just lost it all at the same time.
Yep.
So, like I said, Robert Rader got loose, Stephen Isham got loose, Rachel Hunt got loose, but she managed to hold on to it. J.R. Schomburg got up into the fence. Let's go ahead and get a camera on him just to kind of see what happened. I wonder a lot about it, though, is whenever I see a lot of cars get loose and out of shape that quickly, I wonder if they're just reacting to what they see in front of them. So, like, if they see, actually, I'm on board with Schomburg right now, and he got loose into the corner, so...
Trucks are pretty touchy. You know, if you turn that wheel too hard, that can start to react. If you turn that wheel too hard, it will hurt the car right out. They definitely get pretty loose there.
Looking at what happened with Daryl Johnson on the back straight, it looks like his name's been called a few times tonight. Looks like actually he was just kind of a bystander in there. Looks like another machine made contact with somebody in front of him and turned them both around. Oh, and he hit the ow. He hit the opening on the back straightaway.
Oh yeah.
Really don't have any good cameras on the back straightaway. That's not good.
The
Yeah.
96 actually wiggled and tried to save it, and it put him into the wall.
Yeah, I saw that. And then the 60, the 8, the 69, I think got, maybe not the 69, the 60 and the 8 got together, and that caused another accident. And
Yeah, the
Daryl
69.
Johnson took a shot because he hit the opening on the back straight wall, which I never understand why the opening is made that way. Like, just overlap the two walls and leave an opening so that they can get, you know, track workers onto the track. But that's just, I don't know. Sometimes I hit walls in iRacing and at some tracks, and I'm like, you know, maybe we shouldn't have a wall that looks like that.
Yeah.
Like softball or not, like it just doesn't seem right.
I think they've hit that wall too in real life and feel the same way.
They have. Well, I mean, Jeff Gordon did it at, what was it, Las Vegas or Kansas? He hit that interior wall in the back straightaway, and I think it was contact with Matt Kenseth, I believe, and the 24 machine just lost it and went down to the inside and absolutely just destroyed the inside wall, right on the pit wall, right on the opening on the back straightaway. But it hurts. Fortunately here it hurts less, but the physical pain is not so much. The emotional pain is definitely real though. But, you know, 25 laps to go. I think we're probably done pitting here unless we get a caution, maybe about 10 laps to go. Then maybe you might see some strategy options. But Matthew Bell will be your leader. Blake Mosley on the outside row. Those, again, you know, 2 of your 3-point leaders in the series right now, starting in the front row in the truck series here tonight. Rob Rader, who was doing fantastic, holding off Matthew Bell until he lost it off at 2. He's going to get an opportunity to redeem himself starting here in 3rd position. Kane Lee, very quietly, just, you know, moving his way forward up in 4th position. Kevin Orlando in 5th. Charles Giffen 6th. Michael Woods 7th. Rachel Hunt in 8th. Nick Alves 9th. Tam McDonald in 10th. So the calm before the storm here. So we'll see what happens as we have a couple drivers catching up to the field and getting ready to go, and maybe race controls giving them a few reminders as to how to do restarts when you're in the back of the field. So
99 and 72 came on the back, so they worked their way up through this race, which has been pretty hard to do.
yeah, 99 Michael Woods up 21 positions. 72 Kevin Orlando, he's up 7 spots. Fabricio Lamont is up 13. Ty Donwan's up 12. Matthew Bell's up 22. But let's see how this goes. We're going to put the
Pace cars in.
race into the hands of Matthew Bell, and we'll get green flag in the air. We're underway. Bell gets... Almost looks like somebody maybe missed a shift back there, but it looks like they got it under control. And we're going to be 2 wide, maybe 3 wide 62 machine back there. Chris Spencer may be thinking about it, but probably thinks the better of it as he changes his mind, gets single file 2 wide going into turn 3. Rob Rader's moved up into the 2nd position, managed to get that position back from Blake Mosley. He's going to go ahead. You know, Rob Rader's going to go ahead now. He's going to take a look at the outside line, but unfortunately that's not going to work for him yet. But maybe runs the outside line, gets himself a good run. As we got 2 wide, maybe this is going to be 3 wide action with Rachel Hunt right here.
Oh, it's really tight right there.
Nick Alves, they managed to make that through, but that was a hold your breath moment right there, that's for sure.
Looks like Brian Beach, he thought about making 3 wide there and shooting through the That'll then changed his mind at the last second.
I mean, there's 21 laps to go. You got to go. Matthew Bell just set the fastest lap of the entire race up to 30.5. That's a tenth, half a second faster than the rest of the field right now. So, if you want to have a shot at the front, you need to get yourselves moving quickly because we got 2 wide, 3 wide action right here all over the track. So. Oh, this is probably going to lead to a caution, but let's do a... Actually, let's stay on this battle right here, then we'll do a run through the field. Because right now, 26, 99, 73, 13. Great battle right here, all battling for the number 7 position. Rachel Hunt right there in front of them in 6th place. 26 going to shut the door on the 99 and go ahead and hold on to that spot down the back straightaway, but... see how that goes. Nothing really new to report up in the front. Matthew Bell's leads by about 1 or 2 car lengths over Robert Grader. Kevin Orlando's moved his way into 3rd. But it's really a fantastic battle right here. Keep the cameras right here. Why not? Look at all these trucks. A lot of movement down the back straightaway as the it's not just like point and shoot.
Oh, we got a truck in the wall back there. It's like Ronnie Morrison pounded the wall.
Ronnie Morrison gets damaged. He's off the pace right now. He's going to drop a few spots. Good eye, Kel, on that.
And then that 73 and the 13 get together.
Oh, we got big trouble. Oh.
Ooh, car going airborne.
Schomburg goes up and over, and that is going to bring out the... Actually, well, up, not over, but that's going to bring out the caution. That's going to bring out a few wrecked race cars right there. So let's go ahead and take a quick look. We need to make sure we keep the camera on pit road for this because there's going to be some split strategies here. So let's try to get through this replay quickly, see what happened. Well, that happened way before Schomburg got there, so let's see. Where was Tay McDonald? He was involved in that, so what happened there? Oh yeah, this will be a much better view of what happened. So Tay McDonald and a Mountain Dew truck, looks like Brian Beach, they make contact going into turn 1. Trying to get you a better camera angle. This will probably be a good one here. And, well, maybe just a disagreement as to which lane they wanted to run. 73, hard impact by the 85. Stephen Isham involved. Jared Schomburg went up and kind of pulled a Ross Chastain, went over. So we need to get to pit road because we have action on pit road, and we have... My camera isn't. Hold on. My pit exit camera's not working, so we gotta do this like with the drone. So let's fly the drone over to pit exit here, and we'll kind of get a view and see what happens. I would expect some 2-tire decisions here. If Robert Rader, well, we'll see who wins the race off of pit road right here. We see 2 tires coming off. We see a couple drivers. We definitely.
Yeah, we got Robert Rader doing 4, Rachel Hunt doing 4.
Looks like everyone's gonna do 4, but Robert Rader's gonna win the race off of pit road right there. And that first pit stop has really been a crucial part of Robert Rader's strategy, especially considering that first pit stop is right here, and that yellow line for the end of pit road is only, you know, probably what, 15 feet away.
Yeah.
From that exit as pit stall. So, you know, this is not like a lot of tracks that we have. Like this first pit stall right here, like the end of pit road is going to be like all the way down there. But for, you know, these folks right here in the Robert Rader machine, you know, we can get a good view of what they see on pit road. Unfortunately, we can't see what's on their TV cameras here, but, you know, that first pit stop can make all the difference in the world. For Robert Rader, it's made him up more than a few spots on pit road today. So, as a few drivers making their services done, Kind of get a good look at that Ishin machine. That's that truck has seen better days, that's for sure. Good paint scheme, but
Yeah, going back and look at that, looks like Robert Rader just beat Matthew Bell out of the
he
to the
did.
pit line
Yeah, we caught
by
that on.
about a length of the truck.
Yeah, we caught that on camera as they were making that exit off of pit road, but
That first pit stall really comes in handy.
yeah. That's odd. The pit road close. Oh, I see why they did that. Okay. The lights to pit road, they need to model that better because in actual like real life, the lights will turn on and off. But for us, like for example, like right now, pit road is open, but it's telling the drivers, it's telling us on the broadcast that pit road's closed. So interesting, but you know, as we take a look around the track, 14 laps to go. Why does it say Robert Rader's on pit road? He's not on pit road. No, he's on the track. The scoreboard on the broadcast says he's on pit road, but
It's just a little bit behind.
it's apparently a little bit off because it's showing him on pit road, but we could definitely got a good view of him on the track right now. 43 Randy Brashears looks like he's going to take a wave around here, so but we'll see how this goes because we're going to be probably 12 laps to go when we go green. And they're going to have some decisions to make because at this point, you know, fuel strategy probably doesn't matter any much. Tires don't matter. Drive as fast as you possibly can.
You know, with restart, looks like we're going to restart 12 to go, and it's going to be just an all-out battle, I think.
Uh-oh, somebody's engine just blew up. What's up, Barney? Barney's holding the flag in the catch fence right now.
Yeah.
How dare we have high expectations, but there goes a couple drivers coming out there. Getting ready to go green here is the, where's the field? Field is on the back straightaway, so we got a little bit of time, but wow, look at all these machines right here on pit road getting either damage repaired or they're out of the race, or it's a carnage right here on pit road. But that's part of it. Has not been a good day to keep your race truck in one piece, but that's part of it. So lights are out in the pace car. We're going to go ahead and make the turn out the pit road. They got fresh tires. Fuel strategy doesn't matter. Tire strategy doesn't matter. The strategy is go as fast as you possibly can and be the first driver to the checker flag. And here we go. Bell gets a really good start on the outside line. He's going to go ahead and stay neck and neck with them as they go into turn 1. Good battle into turn 1 as the 72 is going to take a peek to the inside of the 95 machine. Looks like 95, 72, they're going to battle 2 wide down the back straightaway as Robert Rader is going to go ahead and he's going to close the door on Matthew Bell. Move himself back down. He's going to go ahead and have to defend both lines. You know, it's a great sight picture right now in the back of the 04 machine as he's going to see the 72 and the 95 battling side by side. Great battle right here for second position. Nick All's getting a passenger seat to this. Whoa, 72 got loose. Went on board to watch the 2-wide battle. 72 got loose right there. So Nick Alls right now that you're on board with moves up into the second position as we go ahead and get back onto a wide shot. They are running as fast as they possibly can right now. So Rob Rader, based on that, you know, excellent qualifying effort, gets himself up to the front, gets himself that #1 pit stall. It's helped him tremendously tonight as he's gained a few spots off pit road. Matthew Bell, though, he's racing for fun. He's racing for pride. You know, he wants to try to make something happen. Rachel Hunt looking at the far outside lane. She's trying to find some room on the find some grip up there. But as they cross the line, 10 laps to go now, 9 laps to go. you know, Bell is not going to go easy on Raider. He's going to want to get that checker flag. He doesn't care about Raiders points. He wants to get the win. As we got car in defense. Looks like, was it Kevin Orlando, Stephen Easham, or Blake Mosley maybe? But meanwhile, that last lap, you actually had a new fastest lap on the track. Kevin Orlando in the 3rd position set the fastest lap of the race with a 31.49. So he's in 3rd place, but if he keeps that up, he'll catch the leaders here in a couple laps. But there's only a couple laps left, so he needs to move quickly as Bell kind of settles in right now. Maybe wants to cool off the tires a little bit, or maybe we just wait for the tires to wear out a little bit and then make that run again to the probably to the outside line. So we've seen Easham try the inside line. That hasn't worked. $99,002 working, battling for the number 9th position right now. I'll give that spot to Charles Giffen. Taking a peek at other battles on the track right now. Blake Mosley, Chris Spencer, throw them under a blanket. They are right next to each other going to turn 3, battling for the 6th position. Rachel Hunt right in front of them in the 5th position. Side by side, good battling right here on the back straight, or excuse me, front straightaway. I'm totally not sleep deprived. Rachel Hunt makes contact with somebody.
Way down low on the apron.
But Rachel and another car made contact down the back straightaway, and it looks like whoever that car was going to continue to have trouble. And that went kind of how I thought it would. Looks like Charles Giffen had a major problem and just was really off the pace, couldn't really get it back settled, and everybody else is coming at a full head of steam, and that happened. Meanwhile, 5 laps to go. Raider and Bell. Kevin Orlando sitting right there in 3rd, waiting for something to happen. Ty Dahlman's going to make the trip down to pit road. He probably had something happen there. Checking back for some 2x2 action right now. Looks like we're going to go 3 wide. Mike Wood right there taking a look to the inside. Somebody right there. He's going to go ahead and get the spot on the 26 and a few others. Blake Mosley side by side with number 77, Kane Lee right now. Outside lane is Blake Mosley. Inside will be Kane. As there are 3 laps to go. Raider and Bell have pulled about 1.5 seconds on everybody else on the ahead of them, about 1 second ahead of them. But we're watching the timing board. If anything happens though, we'll get the camera up there. We're just trying to catch the battles on the track right now. And Nick Giles, Brian Beach battling right there for position. It looks like Ronnie Morrison's off the pace. But 2 laps to go and 95.04 right here. We'll keep the camera right here as long as that happens, but you know, Bell's racing for fun, Raiders racing for points, both of them racing for pride. Does Bell have anything here as the white flag is going to be in the air? 1 lap to go. And unlike the All-Star race, we will not throw a caution with 200 feet left in the race.
No, we won't.
Oh, sorry, I'm using my loud voice again. I shouldn't do that. But Raider.
Oh, I think Bell got he had to lift to keep from hitting the wall right there.
Yeah, he backs up a little bit, but Robert Raider with that excellent qualifying. He started first. He needed that pit stall, but he's going to go ahead and bring it home, give the checkered flag to Robert Raider.
So our top 3, we got Robert Raider and Matthew Bell 2nd, and Kevin Orlando in 3rd.
Kevin Orlando, nice performance tonight. Kind of worked his way up and Up 9 spots up to the 3rd position, so let's see if the top 3 get to the front straightaway and get a picture. And we got to get our, you know what we can use for that picture, right?
Ah, that drone cam.
Yeah, why not?
Why
Let's
not?
see. There we go, look at that.
There they go.
I don't know if there's going to be any tread left on those tires.
Oh yeah, we're doing everything we can to burn them off here.
How far is he going to go?
I'll take it back to pit road.
Apparently.
Not that far.
Well, as we wait for Robert Rader to blow his engine, apparently he's in the booth with us. Robert, you got a copy?
Hey, I guess I am in the booth with you. I do got you.
Nice job. So talk us through your race and how the how crucial was that first pit stop for you?
The first pit stall was everything. Matthew was super fast. It's kind of weird. Being in second made you feel faster. I'm not really sure you really were with the draft and everything, but it was super hard to pass, especially when guys were really even. You needed a lot of laps on the tires in order for the top to start coming in and for things to get interesting there. So in the meantime, it was fantastic having the first pit stall. I knew every time with the race for me, if I lost the lead, was just to get to second, and then I knew I was beating them off pit road. So, you know, it was clutch for sure.
Right on. So overall, an awesome performance by you, and that's your second win of the season, right?
It is.
Nice job.
Thanks.
So
Could have had another one or two there.
oh,
some
I
bad
know that.
luck, but
I know that feeling.
yeah,
Yeah, it's you win 2, and you think about the 4 that you gave away. So,
that's about right.
but you know, tonight there was no giving away. That was you taking that truck to victory lane. So enjoy that. And by the way, you should take a look at the broadcast because I was messing around with the drone camera on those donuts. So have fun with that.
That sounds like fun. I'll check it out.
All right, Robert Rader with your race win. We got his name pronounced right for all this race this time. So, all
Yeah,
right.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, we try. Matthew Bell in second place. Matt, you got a copy?
Yeah.
All right. So, Matt, you started in the back, moved your way up to the front, and you know it's that difficult to pass, but you're able to get a lot of passing done. Talk us through your race. And sorry about the baby crying in the background. He just woke up.
Yeah, it's all good. It was really difficult to pass. I think the only reason I made it up to first on that second run was because I was like the only one that pitted, so that worked out well. And then it was just whoever came off pit road first was gonna win. It was almost like Texas, you just can't pass.
Yeah, that track position was definitely very important. But you know, we noticed on lap 9 only like 4 or 5 cars pitted, and I was like, wow, I'm actually kind of surprised not more drivers pitted. But you went from 23rd to I think the lead in about 15 laps, which for a track that was as difficult to pass tonight, I mean the fresh tires definitely made a big difference for you.
Yeah, it was a blast on that run. I could go anywhere and just pass anyone really that I wanted, and it was fun up to that point. And then I did burn us at those, so I think if we had more cautions, I probably would have been even more at a disadvantage. But it worked out for top 3, and yeah, it was just there's no passing Robert when he got in front. He's too quick to just drive around. So.
All right, well, Matthew Bell brings it home in the second position. Who finished third? Because I'm currently in the nursery right now. I think it was
be Kevin Orlando.
Kevin Orlando. You got a copy?
I do.
That is Kevin Orlando, who's injured as
me.
Kevin Orlando. So sorry about that. I had to get up from the computer because the baby started crying right when the checker flag came out. So good timing, right?
It is
'cause
all good. It's how
I'm
life works.
I'm on baby monitor duty tonight. I was like, I really hope we get to the end of the race before he wakes up, because that'll be a problem. So, all right, Kevin, you had yourself quite a race. Talk us through it. So let me. What happened?
Oh man, I know early I had that incident on lap 8 with Randy, and I feel terrible for that. You know, we were just racing hard a few laps there early, and I know he was setting up for turn 3 and just both going for the same spot at that point. You know, I took that opportunity to pit and went back to the back of the pack and make sure we had all the damage fixed that any we picked up. Looked like he ended up with the worst end of that, so again, I feel terrible for that. Fought our way back through the field throughout the race, and you know, luckily, just everything kind of came together. You know, we had the weird section there where we kind of got a caution in the middle of green flag pit stops for some of the guys, but with that early pit from the damage, I also took fuel, so I came out on the positive end of that and didn't get caught in the pit. So let us gain a couple positions there and into the top 10, and from there it was, you know, picking them off one at a time. And hell if I know how I ended up top 3, but we had a fast truck all night, so.
Fast truck and a fast driver for sure. And we saw that incident on the lap 8 or something like that incident. And it didn't look intentional. It was just like it just got maybe a little too close, and things happen. It's a good lesson for the future, but you know, it's like I said, sometimes you're the bat, and sometimes you're the ball, and neither one of them are quite fun. So, but overall, a great performance moving up through the field and recovering, and you know, getting up into that podium position. So, congrats on that 3rd place.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, who's in the booth with us? I think Kel, Tom, y'all here? Josh?
I'm
Corder?
here.
Okay. Oh, just Kel.
Yeah.
I guess everyone
Just
else left us. So,
Real good race.
well, I currently got I got my little tater tot right now on my lap. He just woke up and a little early, so we're gonna go ahead and get him settled and get him taken care of. But let's go ahead and run you through the finishing order, as I currently am holding the baby right now. Let's see. There we go. Your winner tonight, Rob Rader, Matthew Bell in 2nd position, Kevin Orlando in 3rd, Chris Spencer in 4th, Kane Lee in 5th, Blake Mosley in 6th place, Michael Wood up to 7th place, Nick Alves in 8th, Brian Beach in 9th, Fabricio Lamana in 10th, Rachel Hunt 11th, Derek Wen, nice run up to 12th, Shane Chastain in 13th, Charles Giffen 14th, Eli Raposa 15th, Ronnie Morrison 16th, Ron Miller in 17th, Dale Johnson 18th, Ty Dalman 19th, Randy Brashears in 20th, Stephen Isham 21st, Tyler Clemens 22nd, Adam Thompson 23rd, Jared Schomburg 24th, Travis Gilbert 25th, Tate McDonald in 26th, Mark Miller 27th, Josh Beaver 28th, and Tom Friedis in the caboose in 29th position, apparently doing the little race control during the race. So, all right, Kel, final thoughts. How do you think tonight went?
I thought it was really good racing. Everybody kept it really clean, and a few incidents that took a few good drivers out of the contention for the win, but all in all, I think it was a really good race.
Absolutely. Definitely a very busy evening here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway, but overall, I think it provided a pretty entertaining show, so I definitely enjoyed it. All right, Kel, where are we going next week?
Next week, we are off.
Exactly. We're off.
Actually, the Truck Series is off for the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, because we have
will be coming back on the 14th to Martinsville.
Yeah, next weekend, important holiday for us in the United States, Memorial Day, as we, you know, think about our fallen soldiers, and so.
Yeah, all 3 of our series will be off next week, and we will come back the week after that for the Cup Series. We'll be doing an all-star race.
Yeah, it would be nice so we can go ahead and focus on spending time with our families here in the real world, and then 2 weeks from now we will see the all-star race. So we're going to see 1987 Cup cars at North Wilkesboro. So definitely looking forward to that. So let me go ahead and get the little kiddo back to sleep, and I'll go ahead and get y'all out of here. So appreciate the hang. Hope y'all enjoyed the show, and we'll see y'all next time.